Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name's Anthony Alvarado, and I am the co-founder of Rise Together. And today we're back for the Rise Together Resilience series. And today we have Annabelle from Elizabethtown, and we're going to get an opportunity to talk to her really about what she's doing in the community. We've been doing this now over the summer, so if you haven't checked it out, we actually have one of your friends on this interview now, about a month ago now, talking about what you have going on in Elizabethtown, and that is in the Take Action episode that we did a month ago. So please go check that out if you haven't. But with that being said, I will allow you some space to talk. How are you doing today?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
Good, good. So why don't you go ahead and just introduce yourself to your audience? Just let us know, who you are and where you're from.
Hi, I'm Annabelle. I am from Elizabethtown High School. I'm a part of a club called Paws Think, where we like to raise awareness for drugs, alcohol, and mental health to try and eliminate the stigma surrounding them and to provide ways to help people.
Help people, absolutely. And who are those people that you're really helping?
Our main focus is high school students, ninth through 12th grade, but we also reach out to our middle schoolers in sixth, seventh, and eighth. And then we also go out into the community to just raise awareness for anyone who's paying attention.
That is amazing. That is amazing. So, where are you exactly located again? I know you said Elizabethtown High School. So, for everybody, most of our, people here and family and friends of Rise Together are out of the Midwest. So, let us know exactly where you're at and how that's kind of working in your local community. Like, what has the response been?
Well, from numbers that we get from a survey called the Pennsylvania Youth Survey,
Yep.
which they, I'm
We
trying
have
to
a
think about how
similar, I think we have a similar one here in Wisconsin.
yeah,
So, Wisconsin
it's
Youth
a
Grid.
survey.
Yep.
It's a survey that students take every other year, and from looking over the past 10 years, we've seen that the numbers have dramatically gone down around drug usage, negative feelings, and thoughts of like suicide. They have dramatically gone down the past 10 years um, as a result of what we have been accomplishing around the community.
That is amazing. So some of the work that you have been doing, I know you really talked about it. And one of the things that we've been shining a light on with advocates and young leaders like yourself is, this is somewhat of an anomaly. I mean, we've been traveling the country for 10 years and I've been working with young people to really develop them as ambassadors, as storytellers. Ultimately, at the end of the day, when we're going out and sharing our story and taking action in the community to raise awareness around mental health and substance use prevention, it's amazing to see what will happen when you have young people stand up and kind of lead that charge. So why are you so important, or why is this so important to you, and how did you get involved in this work?
This is very important to me because I think making a difference in one person's life can affect more than just that person. It affects everyone around them at the same time. Um, and I think I'm very passionate about this because making difference in people's lives, it can just help them to live healthier and to make better informed decisions.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And have you personally been impacted by some of the things that we're talking about today? Is that something that is part of your personal story and lived experience? Or is this something that you just are really passionate about and you got involved with, for the last year now? Or how long have you
Um,
been involved with the group?
for the past 2 years, I have been very involved. This is not something that I have personally experienced, but I am very passionate about this. Some of my friends have gone through similar things.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's part of the reason why we started Rise is because so many of our friends and family members were impacted by these things. I have family members that struggle with mental illness. I had friends that struggled with addiction and unfortunately lost their lives. And, we want to try to prevent that. And working with young people like yourself is really ultimately what I look forward to every day that I wake up and do this with Rise Together. Our mission is to empower young people to use their voice for change. So what are the two questions I want to kind of like lead out with, which is, like, what is something that you've seen over the last 2 years in your work that just, when you think about it, you're like, man, that was really amazing. That was something special to you. When, I think about, for example, when I'm working in communities and traveling across the country, those conversations that I have after we're on stage or after the workshop in the classroom, and having a young person share their lived experience with me and ask for help for the very first time and being able to guide them to a successful recovery is an amazing journey, to walk with someone. So I appreciate those moments when people reach out and say, hey, you have to save my life. And that reminds me, even when it's difficult doing this work, because it is, this is no easy task for the both of us to go and try to make a difference, but it's amazing. So what are some of the amazing moments that stuck out to you?
One amazing moment was a lot of the captains in the Paws Think Club are QPR certified, question, persuade, refer.
Hmm.
And I had to use my training a little while ago, and it just really hit close to home. And I was like, wow, I'm like actually making a difference. Like I never thought that like, oh, I would have to use that certification. Like I had all this training and I was certified, but I never thought that I would have to use that in an instance. But
Absolutely.
I'm glad everyone went through it.
Absolutely. I know we're QPR certified and recovery coach certified, and being somewhat of a peer specialist myself, taking a look and getting an opportunity to use those skill sets, right? And so I applaud you in that work. So helping to maybe navigate, somebody's challenges with them and be by their side and meet them where they're at. That's amazing. So keep doing that great work. And speaking about great work and continuing to move forward, I'm sure you have plans to do some awesome things moving into the future, right? So before we leave out today, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you are most excited about this next, let's say, year with the work that you're doing here with Paws Think?
Um,
I know I put you on the spot.
no, I have to think about this. What I'm most excited about is we're trying to bring safe projects, no shame pledge into our
Yeah.
school. Um, I, Me and my friend Jill had come in contact at a conference in Pittsburgh
Yes.
last year, and we really want to incorporate it into our school. We've talked to our advisor and like the school administration administrators, and they are really on board with it. So I'm excited to see where that's going to go
Hmm.
with teaching it to other students who might not be a part of the Paws and Think Club, but they can become more informed and learn more about it.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the No Shame Pledge. We did that when we were at Yorktown High School, and that was amazing to be able to just have students who, like you said, wanted to participate in some form or fashion to raise awareness and to support others in the mission, right? To, support each other, support peers around us, right? And that No Shame Pledge gives people an opportunity to say, hey, there's no shame in asking for help. And how powerful is that message for no matter who you are and at what point and what age? You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty cool. Yeah, absolutely. So with that being said, is there anything that you would like for our audience to know? And so when I ask this question, thinking about the other young people that we get in contact with, if there's other youth advocates out there that are making a difference, what would you like to say to them today?
Um, Sorry, I have to think about this one.
That's all right.
um,
Here, let me reframe the question. I think a lot of times when I see young people going out and young adults even making a difference, it can be exhausting and it can be kind of a long kind of road, to help create these events. And sometimes, that can kind of be deflating. So, we like to motivate our young people, just remind them, hey, your story matters. What you do every single day to show up and make a difference matters in somebody else's life, even if it's just one person. So just giving them that motivation, reminding them, hey, you're not alone, we're out there trying to make a difference too. Let's do this together, right? Like that's kind of where I'm always talking about rise together, coming together, making a difference. So if you have something to say to our audience, awesome. If not, what is a good way to look out for what you guys are doing? Is there any way we can stay connected with Pause and Think or see anything that you have out there that you've done in the past?
um, I don't think Pause and Think has any like social media. I thought we did at one point, but I'm not actually sure how to stay connected to that. Unfortunately, that's not my
No, no,
department.
that's all right. It's an in-school program, so you guys just keep doing, everyone there, just keep on doing an amazing job. We love all the teamwork that you have going on, and I hope we get the opportunity to visit with Safe Project, to do the No Shame pledges next year in Elizabethtown, to be able to work with you and your group of 100 strong Pause and Think members to make a difference right in your own backyard. So thank you for taking the time today, for being on the interview. Thank you for shining light on what you have going on and inspiring our other youth advocates to continue to make a difference, because it's absolutely important, like you said, whether you're helping to prevent suicide or helping to navigate somebody else's challenges with them, or just raising awareness in the community, it all makes a difference. And I appreciate you sharing that with us today.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank
Well,
you for
thank you.
having me. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll go ahead and we'll put all the information down in the notes, everybody. So this is the Rise Together Resilience series. We are going to be closing this series up at the end of the summer. So go ahead and check out our interviews that we've had over the last few weeks. Again, another Pause and Think member was able to join us a month ago. Her name was Jill. And we had an episode come out that was called Take Action. And that is empowering teens to make a difference. So if you go ahead and check that out, please, because it's an amazing work. And again, thank you so much, Annabelle, for joining us today. You have a wonderful, wonderful week.